Hey everyone, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be jumping in today with building a teleporter elevator. We're going to make an elevator in such a way that we can teleport between different levels of the base. I'm going to not do any glitch building again today. We will be using the technique I shared with you 2 days ago about how to merge parts into the floor and merge them together. If you don't know how to do that, you can check out that video, because I'm not going to spend too much time in explaining it right now, but you should easily get what I'm doing today. Anyway, I prepared 3 floors right here. We got the ground floor, the first floor, and second floor. Also have some power in the back, because we will need to power up our teleporters depending on what floor we want to go to. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start placing our teleporters on each of the levels. Make sure that they are rotated in such a way that they are going to be working properly and it's easy to line up. We're going to start on the top floor. We're going to work our way down, and that way the teleporter is not going to be in the way when we are starting to place them. It's easier to work from the top and work your way down. Now, if you want to find the center of your floor, it might be easier to just... I like to use a glass floor because then I see what's happening and I can always replace them afterwards. Now, if you want to find the center, what you can do is actually build a few more extra next to it. Then we can take the small timber floors, and these should normally allow me to just snap them now into the glass. Like that. And that way I can find the center of the floor. All right, let's go to the short range teleporter. We're going to begin on the second floor right here. We're going to try to get our cursor as nicely centered on that floor piece as possible. Like that. We're going to bring back our teleporter, and we're going to rotate it in such a way that the connector, let me just rotate it on the other side. You can see there's a connector there. That connector we want on this side. We're going to free place it, or enable free placement. We're going to place it, and then we're going to rotate our teleporter to the other side, and we're going to place it like that there. So now on the top, you will see we have 2 teleporters, one to the left and one to the right. Now we're going to do the same here on the first floor. This time we're going to have a teleporter pointing to the back and to the right. So let us get our connector centered in the floor, like that. Maybe we should zoom out a little bit so we see better. That. Now we're going to enable free placement. We're going to place it, and we're going to rotate now to the right, like that. And we're going to place the second one right here. Now we have one more floor left, and on the bottom floor, we're going to do now the opposite. As in, we are not going to do the right, we're going to do the left. So we're going to put our cursor back in the center of the floor. Now we're going to take a teleporter like this, and we're going to rotate the other one to the left side. All right, so now we're just going to power everything up. Not power everything up, we're going to line everything up with the teleport cable. I can cycle through the teleport cable from my wire menu. So if you go to your wire and you just press cycle, you can choose your teleport cable. If it doesn't work, you can also go to your menu and find the teleport cable here. Then we're going to take the wire from here. Let's start with this one. This is the one that is going to go to the first floor. So we're going to take a teleport cable from here, and we're going to pull that teleport cable to this one here. So now this teleporter is going to teleport to the first floor. And this teleporter is going to have to teleport to the second floor. Then we have one more left, which is this teleporter here, which is going to allow you to teleport to the second floor. And now all the links are set up. So each of these teleporters is now able to teleport to one of the floors. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to add some buttons. So if you go to your electrical menu, you find the button right here. We're going to build 2 buttons on a little bit and give a little bit of space between. So we're going to do one here, and let's leave about this space in between. There we go. So now we got our button set up, not properly aligned. You can do this much better, but this is more of a guide. So what I'm going to do in the back here, I'm now going to pull these wires through the wall so we don't have too much wires poking through and visible. So I'm going to connect a wire on this switch here. You can see I got 2 switches are right there. So I'm just going to connect one here. I'm going to enable free placement, and that is going to bring the switch through the wall. I'm just going to place it right here. Then I'm going to disable the free placement, connect to the bottom switch, and then replace again and bring the cable to the wall. You can now see that both of these wires are pulled through the wall. I'm going to do this on these as well. Now, once all these wires are pulled through the wall, we can now start connecting them up. So I'm now going to just pull a wire from each of these to each other, because this is just going to be the source of the power. And then we can connect it to the battery. You can now see that each of these wires are connected and each of these switches are connected as well. So now, let's say that this here is going to be the first floor. That means that we're going to have to connect it to the teleporter right here, this one, which is going to be sending us to the first floor. And then this wire is going to go to the second floor. Now, again, not there, sorry. We need to make sure that you take from the other end of the switch, like that. So, as I said, you can hide these wires much better. This is a bit of a mess. Normally, you can hide the wires in the floor if you don't want to see them. I know you can use a cloaking device. I'm more of while I like to use the cloaking device as a backup, most of the time I do like to hide my wires anyway, just because when people come and visit, they can enable the base computer or the build camera to look around and all the wires will be visible. I will make a guide about how to hide your wires a little bit better in the future. All right, so this is going to be, can I put a number on here, by the way? If I go to the decals and I say 1, how much can I scale this down? All right, so let's say this is going to be level 1. This is going to be level 2. My God. Well, look, this is going to be level 2. All right. So now that the buttons have been named, we can also link them properly. So this one here is going to go to 0. So we're going to pull the wire from here to here. And this one is going to go up. So we're going to pull the wire from here to here. Now we know that this one here is going to go to 0. This one here is going to go to the 0 floor. And again, I'm taking the wrong side. Like that. And then this one is going to go to the first floor. Like this. All right, now with the teleporters ready and powered, we should now be able to choose to what floor we want to go to. So each of these switches are going to power one of the teleporters that is linked up and will send you to the floor of choice. So if I stand on the platform and I choose to go to level 1, we will go to level 1. Now, if I press again, I won't go to level 0, and that's because I'm still standing on the teleporter. I will have to step away from a second here, go back on it. If I now press 0, I will go back to level 0. So the teleporter is like a little bit of a safeguard that doesn't activate again until you step off. And that is just because normally you use the teleporters with being powered. So if I want to go to level 2, I can do that. Now, if you notice how big these collisions are, that's a bit crazy. It might actually work better in first person. There we go. Now we are at level 2. You should have a little bit more floor for sure. So as you can see, this is a very simple way to make yourself an elevator. You can even use this to go to different locations. You can even add a little emblem saying this is for the landing pad, this is for farming, this is for the deposits, all that. So you could easily just transport yourself through the base without having to walk there. Anyway, I hope this was a helpful guide, gave you a bit of an idea on how you can use the logic in No Man's Sky. If you want to learn more about logic, I do have 2 videos that I can share with you as well in the description. They are a little bit older, but they are still all up to date without any issues to figure them out. I think that's going to be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.